beast, roll, die. This is that fly. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll, die. Had this on lock since day one. All I care about is family and my day ones. Money, power, and respect be embedded in me. I don't care what you say, no one is better than me. Melanin be in my skin, so the pays watch. Middle finger to the ops and keep the semi-cocked. I'm the product of Wu-Pun, Big Pac. We don't gotta be cool, go kick rocks. Only ease the mind when I meditate. Pessimist at first, now I flood with faith. I just know I'm special like a 38. Either I'll end over hill or see the pearly gates. You won't see me smile till there's gold in it. I'm just being real, don't stick your nose in it. You ain't trying to listen to this rose in it. You ain't trying to listen to this rose in it. Bottle of that juice, man, the Henny sweet. Bring the pump to your kid and say trick or treat. Test me, I'ma put you in forever sleep. I'm your antidote and I'm puffing on the remedy. Find me in the cut, test the melodies. Cause I don't like what they be selling me. I'm wishing good luck to my enemies. Y'all gon' be stuck with the jealousy. Tell them I said rest in peace. This is that fire. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll, die. This is that fire. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll, die.
All right, we're here.
And it don't stop. It can't stop.
Yo, that's really good. Shout out to Antidote. The Antidote experience, we're definitely going to get back in the studio. We're going to finish that project, but that's definitely one of my favorite songs on the entire EP album. You got like 16 tracks or whatever, but just had to play that track. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Extra Toppings.
Hey, everybody.
With my partner here, Miss Erica Monique Williams. How are you today?
I'm better now that lights, camera, action. You know, this is my
getaway. Yeah.
Getaway. Yeah, my getaway. Yeah, that's right.
I feel you on that.
It changes the day. It definitely does, because I love what I do.
So I want to welcome everyone. We have started a lot of great things here. So those of you who will be listening on other platforms like iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and all those other outlets, and even the ones that we
leveling up.
Yeah, we're having fun now.
Yeah.
I want to say welcome. And if you would ever like to see the visual, you want to put a face to the voices, you can always log on to www.truevibetv.com. That's any and everything you want to know about us. You can go there and you can check us out. You can have some fun. But what we do here on Extra Toppings, we go over hot current events and things that finds our interest, and we sprinkle our flavor on it in the way we do it. And we always have fun. And me and Miss Monique Williams don't always get along when it comes to these topics. But that's what makes this show so great and it's so phenomenal. So, again, I appreciate everyone who is watching.
Yes. I just thought I would need to make up a sprinkle dance.
Sprinkle dance?
Yeah, I'm going to think of one.
We're definitely going to have to do that. All right, y'all. So, welcome. Extra Topics as we go. We're going to get it started. We're going to jump right into it. Hopefully, everyone's having.
Let's get.
I didn't get to my normal stuff. How was your week?
My week was
Even though
very.
I just saw you, but you know.
Yeah. It feels like I live here now.
I
had a challenging week. This is like the second challenging week for me. So, you know, I'm not going to talk about it because I talked about it on Facebook.
Yeah, we ain't going to do that. But I think it's just more lines. I always say that you'll never have more than you can actually handle. And I know you're into religion.
Yes.
A lot more than me. But
I think
what's good, Tiff? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Happy Friday.
Hi, Tiff. I might be, you know, when I'm in the room, my spirit might be getting on you a little bit because I see you talking about it a little bit more than you used to.
Talk about what?
Or you might like a post that's about it instead of saying something smart.
Well, no, see, it's just like what, and it's crazy because like a lot of times, recently I had to stop myself because I'm so blunt.
Yes, I am too.
And
We have that in common.
true, but it's just a lot of times like sometimes some people need to hear other things. Like the day you did that, I'm just like, take this down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he
yeah.
definitely was on there like, nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we don't do shit like this. At the end of the day, we don't let other people take us out of our character and make us something that we're not. And I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah, Mikey J also, he got on me. Both of y'all was like, nah,
Yeah,
sis.
we don't do shit like this.
Not
Shout out to
doing that.
Mikey J. He will be in the building tomorrow, 3 p.m. till 4 p.m. Vibing with the Truth. You will get to know Mr. Mikey J like you've never known him before. So make sure you tune in. All right, so we're going to do what we like to do here. My week was pretty cool. Hopefully everyone else week was cool. At the end of the day, I will tell everyone this. You will never... best way I can put it. Let me see. All right, so every day you get up, no matter what situation you're going through, how bad it is, you have the opportunity to make it better.
Definitely.
And unfortunately, things don't happen overnight. It don't happen as fast as we would like it to happen, but it will happen. Just stay dedicated to it. And at the end of the tunnel, when you come out of that tunnel victorious, still standing high, standing up with your chin up high, and you'd be like, you know what I mean? I didn't allow that situation to break me. And I hope everyone is able to do that. And just remember, it may not happen overnight. It may take some time, but it makes you appreciate it more at the end of the day.
Yeah, you can't expect it to always be sunny out.
No, absolutely.
You know? It's just not possible.
And you just have like me because this heart doesn't exist. I truly don't give a fuck.
Stop.
So,
Last night I learned that you're a little romantic a little bit.
I'm
Check out La Femme on Thursday nights at 9 after E Double
absolutely.
Talk.
So well, we're gonna just plug everything in.
Yeah.
So we have an all-male panel, which airs Sundays from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And the ladies got their own
La Femme.
show together, La Femme, where they
Flem. No. Don't mess it up.
What is it?
Femme.
La
Femme.
I
Females.
said Flem. I
Yes,
apologize.
you did. You're
I
trying
ain't
to be
get
funny.
stabbed up and
You're
stuff.
trying to be funny. I caught it though.
I was trying to be funny because I don't want Michelle to stab me up like when I roll over shit like that. So, but it's an all-female panel, and the ladies target benefits of health and a lot of different things. So you make sure you go on to www.truevibetv.com and check out all the prior shows. And again, those individuals who are at work and you can't watch us, now you can listen to us on a lot of other platforms, a lot of other things. You go there and all the buttons to all the platforms will be there. So any and everything about True Vibe TV, True Vibe Media, publishing and management will be going to that site.
Okay, I'm just putting up that we're live on our page because I haven't put everything up on the page. Have you noticed?
Well, you don't
on our Facebook
you haven't
page.
made me. That's crazy. Like we have a page, right? And she has not made me. What is it? An editor or something like that?
Administrator.
Like she keeps the page to herself.
Listen, because I'm doing the work, so you can't. You do over there. That's what you do. I do the page.
Do the work too, but
I'm just letting you know that I'm working on the page every week.
That.
It goes up.
I appreciate that. I got so many videos to edit this week. This weekend, whatever, but we're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into what we do here. We're gonna sprinkle our stuff on these topics or whatever. So, Meek Mills, what did he say? E?
He said twerking is like a guy with a big stack of money, hanging out of his pocket. See, it's the light is in my way. Hanging out of his pocket so everybody can see it.
You the one who sent it to me.
Well, I'm still on my page, so all right, let me go to it.
I will say for this one, it's crazy.
I got it.
You got
Twerking is like a guy with big stacks of money hanging out of his pocket so everybody can see it. LOL. I'm tired of seeing all that. Y'all burnt twerking out. Are you tired of twerking?
I'm 45. I've never been
into twerking.
I've never been like nervous or scared to say my age. I don't look it. I feel great. But
you're not a woman.
I will say, well, I mean, I think women
There's
need to start.
Difference.
Women
There's
need
just
to start.
A difference.
No,
there's a double standard. It's always been. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Afraid of your age. Be happy over it because a lot of women don't look it. And you're only as old as you feel, and you you start doubting yourselves in one thing, then it spills over to the next. So I will say this. I think this motherfucker's getting old. You know, and unfortunately,
We all got to get old.
and especially in hip hop, when we get to generational shit, people always start talking about everybody else.
Right.
So now, my era rappers and artists are starting to get on this era market. Oh man, y'all wearing this, you wearing this. The 70s, these niggas was wearing makeup.
That's
They was wearing
true.
fruity, yeah, we're wearing fruity ass shit. And because it's recycling, like everything does in fashion and in hip hop, we start everything.
Definitely.
We just don't market it. We let everybody else market it for us. I would say if it's something you don't want to do, then don't do it. But unfortunately, you've had money for a while now. Where as far as these other individuals haven't. So it's hard to tell someone who hasn't had a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of to not feel great about having some kind of success, about having some type of dollars in their pocket. So,
Yeah, they having fun.
well, I mean, they have fun. They want
but-
people to know
I
that
think
they
he
have
just-
money.
Yeah, but he's just saying that the twerking is played out now, and he's comparing it to a guy in the club that wants everybody to know he has money. Yes, the rappers, the young ones, they're doing that now, but he didn't even say that. Like,
What's good, Marlene? Thank you. First time I've
Hey,
seen your
Marlene.
name. Welcome, welcome.
what's up? It was just her birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, I gotta go see my girl this weekend.
I gotta go say happy birthday.
No, I'm just saying, do you get tired? Do you as a man get tired of the same thing with women? Like, do you feel like there's times when things need to shift? Is it overrated now, or is it like you said, it's just for whoever chooses to?
I think
entertain
each individual is different. We all have things we like and we don't like. And y'all women gonna love the man show because, oh Lord have mercy, that topic is gonna be blowing up. I know you're gonna go in. So,
Which topic? Which topic?
on the man show Sunday.
Oh, I don't know what the topic is.
Well, it's are you my girl or are you my daughter?
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be on that.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
definitely gonna
Are
be
you
on
my
that.
girlfriend or are you my daughter? So,
Okay.
I will say this again.
That's a good one.
There are things that I like and I don't like, and I have to refrain from putting myself in those people categories because I always say the best way to do it is this. And a lot of people have this problem. Remember when you want to buy somebody a gift and you're at a store and you want to buy somebody something that you like instead of something that person likes?
Right.
And we have to
Or
understand
something we
that.
want them to have, but they
Right,
don't want to
right,
have it and not
right.
interested.
What you mean? What are you talking about? The topic? Let us know because you gotta be a little more explained.
Who is it?
Yeah.
I got
Money.
my
Yeah.
phone right here.
Men's topics is crazy. If you missed last week, E and all the ladies went in on us. But again, this is Meek Mills has been in the industry since he was a teen.
Yeah.
He's experienced a lot of great ups and some downs, especially with being incarcerated.
Mm-hmm.
So it does teach you different things, and it does bring you to a different part in your life to where you appreciate other things a little better, I would say.
Yeah.
So
He's growing up. He's maturing.
right. You know, you don't find those things.
That's
as,
like Jeezy with Jenny Mai. Like,
yeah.
It's the same thing. He has gone to a different level now. He probably wouldn't have been with her back when he was beginning, or it wouldn't be the way it is right now.
absolutely not. But that's
So-
why I tell people, especially when it comes into this is what I love about the show because we always go all over the place. When it comes to relationships, not everybody you meet or business situations you meet are meant to last.
That's true.
A lot of them are just there for you to grow and learn. So when you actually do meet the right situation or the right person, you
know how to
handle
act.
it. Right,
Exactly.
You know how to act. You know how to handle
Because
it.
we done messed up some stuff being
What?
ignorant
What? My
all
stubborn
day.
ass? What?
I'm telling you.
So, you know, I understand what he's saying, but I think what you need to say, homie, is you're not into that anymore.
Right. But he also can see, this is what I think is lacking. Now you've been in the game, hear these young cats. I don't know that he's not, but you need to try to reach them on a personal level and show them a few things so that they don't fall into the pitfalls that you fell into.
Right.
So he's doing a lot with prison reform.
Right, and
but I don't know how hands-on he is with these rappers, because even Jadakiss the other day was saying they lost more young rappers in the last couple of years than he has seen over his career. I mean, we've lost them here and there, but they like back to back to back.
Well, I mean, you have the gentleman who
Juice WRLD, XXX,
was trying to, I guess, get extra money by buying pharmaceutical products that are illegal to help his. Because here's the thing: not everyone that signs a contract has great money.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of these 360 deals are jacked up. It's all into for the company themselves. So I kind of understand, but
they're pimping them basically.
Well, yeah, but like it's just like I told people when I was talking to this one gentleman who's in the streets, and I told him, "Can you come up with a certain amount of money?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "How about you take that money, go to a local bodega, something, give that man the money, have them write you a legitimate check, and then start your own business." I don't think, as far as minorities, we have that embedded in us about creating our own, starting something. Yeah, I don't care if you gotta do what you gotta do to create some fun.
Yeah, it has to go somewhere.
But at the end of the day, this isn't the streets isn't a long-term investment.
Even music isn't.
Music can be, because
it can be. Yes, it can be.
What happens is you start, then you bring someone else on, and then you bring someone else on, and then that person brings someone else on, and so forth and so forth. Like Akon. Akon has Gaga. Then there's Usher has Beaver, and then these other people need to bring somebody in. I always say the greatest thing is, okay, Dre got M got 50 got G Unit, and then they kind of like stop there. But you know, there are things. I have you have this, and then it's like a pyramid,
right?
You know, but everyone's getting money, and unfortunately, we don't think like that. You know, we get in.
There's too much. We feel like we're competing for a spot that somebody else is controlling when we can just control our own, and then we can run it.
Well, just like Prince said, and we talked about it many times. He stood up on there in front of everyone. And he said, "I can't believe you're still letting these Jews control this distribution. We have $1 billion within black money here. You have Prince, you had Russell Simmons, and you had all these other individuals." And we're still going to someone
conglomerates.
else. Right. So I remember when Master P and them, might have not been Master P, but I remember when Rap-A-Lot's Jay Prince and a lot of other, it was Jay Prince and Cash Money, they wanted to start their own distribution. Then they got raided by the FBI. But my thing is this, I think as long as you're doing everything the right way and up and up, let them bring whoever they want to bring. But unfortunately, we always have our still ties to the streets and all that. But I will say this, Meek. I understand how you feel. But let these young dudes do what they do. It's what they do. It's what they're comfortable with. When you were young, you had your own individual way of doing things. So it's not for you anymore. But these young dudes like to have the stacks of money, phones. It's the young thing. It's what they want to do. They want everybody to know that they have the money. And unfortunately, when they don't have the security, we have the shit that me and E was just talking about a few seconds ago.
Right.
Where people are losing their lives, like XXX went to the bank, got 20 racks of cash by himself, and it cost him his life. And Pop Smoke not having the proper security. And
how
like that.
After Biggie, I mean, and like it's just
the classes are not being done. Like we talked about as far as like the NFL, you have these young NFL is 99.9% black. You have these when they get drafted, they're 2021. They're pretty much still teenager kids.
Yeah,
you know, and no one's teaching them how to make that money last, how to invest properly, still have your fun, but how to invest. How? Because remember, when the NFL is majority of the NFL players last about 5 years. So if you're in that career and then your career stops about 20, 28, 29, 30, you're still freaking young.
Right.
So you still have your whole life ahead of you. What are you going to do? How are you going to live? You still have a family. You're not bringing in checks anymore, so you got to find other sources of income.
Right.
You know, and you would think these individuals who are in there, who are benefiting and who are getting this, would start some classes, would start some type of investment, something. But unfortunately, again, we're not taught that share stuff.
Yeah, we have
And
to teach
my favorite
ourselves.
saying is this from a black family, minorities. When you ask your parents about bills, you was told to stay out of grown folks' business. So you wonder why kids move back in at the age of 25, 26, because they've never learned how to balance a checkbook.
Yeah, I mean, it is up to the family and it is up to the parents, but our education system needs to be reformed too.
Well, I mean, your education starts at home.
Yeah, it
You know
definitely
what I mean?
starts
And
at
that's
home.
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying,
saying
like,
that, but
understand with-
know, when we used to say, "Why are we learning this? We're not going to use that later." There are plenty of tools that we could be learning
that's
and
what
teaching
that's what I'm saying. I like
that
to-
will matter more than the things that we had to take in school. And
I would say this, and especially when it comes to schooling, it's called the distribution center. There are two things that people have to do to survive. They have to eat, and in order to eat, someone has to make it, someone has to carry it, someone has to factories, someone has to fix the factories. So as long as you have your career in that kind of field, you'll always have a job.
yeah, service is service.
Right.
But these
Stay in
products
that
now, they
field.
have robots, and
Well,
you know.
robots only go but so far. I mean, as much as they would like to, they will cut
I
some
mean,
shit
you'll
out, but
you'll
there's some
always
shit
have
they can't cut out.
right. But if you look at even the tolls, there's so many people that used to work at the
Oh, they
toll.
stopped that shit immediately. Because what was happening is a lot of these tolls and people you're in this tri-state area, you know, you go to a toll, you don't have change, and then you got to take an envelope and sit it in, or they want to hit you.
Right.
It's not my fault you don't have someone at this booth.
Right.
It's your job to have this booth manned.
Well, they've been getting away with it for years. So
Well, again, they reverse it. Now you start seeing a little more individuals there. But at the end of the day, it is a business.
Right.
And there's always the problem with profit and greed, and people always do that. All right, let's keep this ball rolling. We were supposed to talk. Oh, all right. So,
there we go.
our man George Clooney. You want to take it or you want me to take this one?
Nah, you can start.
All right. So, I'm saying by humbug and bullshit.
Well, tell everybody what it is.
All right, I just want to start off and let him know this. All right, so he's been the face of this company since 2006. This is a meticulous man who's worth about $500 million.
Wow.
So he's a very smart businessman. He does a lot of things behind the scenes. He produces a lot of movies. He directs a lot of movies. So he has a business mind. And it kills me when you have these people who are meticulous about business comes up and say, hey, I didn't know it was 12-year-olds working for $2 a year. Buy humbug, fucking bullshit. Okay? You've been at this business since 2006. And you would think someone who does care about kids, and this is a gentleman who worked in the tobacco field, and you would think this person would understand about having child labor and things of this notion. You want to say something? Because look, you want to say something.
No, I mean, I'm waiting for you.
So I don't believe, and it's my personal opinion, I don't believe he didn't know. And it happens to know when it gets out. Now you're appalled. You want to do the proper investigation to find out what's going on. By humbug, bullshit. The same I say, which is why I don't eat at Subways to this fucking day.
Okay. I don't know if I think that he knew it or not. Like, I'm normally
if you
opinionated.
understand-
I don't, okay, because this is why I'm saying.
Okay.
You have to visit all of your plants, all of your farms, whatever. You have to visit everywhere. But when you come, they know you're coming. For
Well,
one,
because people always
they know
let people
that
they're
you're coming. So they're not gonna do the things that they may do when you're not there, and you're in a whole another continent. So, do they have these children working there for cheap labor to benefit? What does it benefit him at the end of the day? Yes. So 9 times out of 10, somebody that, like you said, has that much money, they know everything that's going on because
he's a
they
meticulous
have somebody
businessman.
there when they're not there that's watching. So he doesn't necessarily have to be there to know what's going on. But he can still profit without the child labor. It's not like you have to look at the character of a person, right?
And he's an
And there's
asshole.
one thing, and he is an asshole.
Right.
And
So,
he is an asshole.
you look at it from a standpoint,
So-
again, an individual who, again, you're a business-minded individual. So I understand you knew kids were working for you, but at the end of the day, if no one else said anything, it's not like you did
Right.
your due diligence anyway. You know kids are working in these countries. You know, you call a lot of these places and there's someone foreign on the phone because those companies have been moving to other countries because the cost of labor is different.
Well,
So-
that's why they want to be
right.
in
So
other
if
countries.
minimum wage in certain areas, like, all right, in Silicon Valley, you could get $20 an hour working at McDonald's. But it sounds like it's a lot of money, but rent out there is crazy, you know?
Right.
So you would have to still travel to go there to get something and go. But to live in Silicon Valley, making $20 an hour, you're still poor as shit.
You're not probably
Like, you
living
can't even
in,
get a
like you
studio.
say.
Yeah.
You're living outside coming in.
Right.
But I just like with the child labor,
Right.
that's what needs to be examined because no children should be working for nothing and they shouldn't be working for hours and they shouldn't be mistreated.
Well, if
But-
it's that country's laws, is he mistreating him? Let's do devil's advocate on this.
Right, and
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Is it so bad to have child labor in itself, or is it the everything that child labor right now means? Can they improve child labor, or
Yeah, they
is
compare
it,
them what they're worth. Because, again, different countries are set by different rules. And I remember when people came at Michael a long time ago about Jordans and the fact that these factories in the Nike has all these factories in these poverty areas, and they're paying these workers $12 a day, which to
Right.
them is a lot of money. Here it's not, but to them it is. But from a business standpoint, if I wanted to make a product, and if I go to India, and to make this product, it'll cost me $5, and then I can sell that product for $200. That's a hell of a markup. But if I have that same product produced in the United States, it'll probably cost me $150, and then I'm selling it for $200. So I only profit $50. Where do you think I'm setting up fucking shop?
right? But there's such a vast, extreme difference that why can't it balance out? Like you still would make many more profits by paying a little bit more in
It's the profit
another
and greed,
country.
but it's the profit and greed. And in your set of mind, to you to create a product, all right, that mic in front of you, all right, you created that mic, all right, but there are two places you can start now. You could do the whole "I love America" thing, and have to pay people who's not going to work for less than a certain amount of money. So it took you $27, just to put a number out there, to create that product. All right? But in order to do that, how much can you sell it for? Now, if it costs you $27 in the United States and $1.27 in
I
countries
get
like
it.
India, where are you going to set up
I
shop?
get it, but I'm going to set up shop there and pay them more money.
You're not going to pay the poor
I am going to pay them more money because
No, I
I can
understand.
afford.
Well, you could do it.
I'm still getting a lot of money.
Right. So you would pay them more than anyone else was. No, I agree with you on that. Can be done.
Yes, that's
but
simple.
again, for him to act like he's so appalled and he's shocked by this, by humbug bullshit.
All right.
All right, we're going to run through these real quick. It's staying in media. Miss Gina has started a class action lawsuit.
It should be not class.
That we're
I
gonna
mean,
talk-
class
we're gonna talk
action. I
about
think has to be a lot of people.
Well,
it's
everyone
not class,
involved. That's-
right? But
right.
that's I don't know if that's
She didn't
that-
include everyone that's involved. She's just suing herself.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to talk about also. So she's
She's
opened
just
up
too
a lawsuit
much.
And the lawsuit has named the helicopter company. What is it? Something Island Express.
Something like that.
Let me get that right there. But she's suing the company of the pilot, and she's also suing the pilot. How does that make you feel? We'll continue with, but how does that right there make you feel? The fact that she's bringing the pilot into it. Now, again, this is a pilot that Kobe Bryant only wanted to fly with.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like I must say, I'm not in any way being hardened or mean about what happened to Kobe and his daughter and the rest of the people on the helicopter. But honestly, I feel like the pilot lost his life as well. You know, it's not just Kobe and Gianna. The pilot also lost his life and other people lost their life. So I would, again, go to the families and together I would sue if I were going to sue. And I just don't understand. So I'm mad. I'm upset. I lost my husband and my kid's father. I mean, my daughter and my kids lost their father and their sister. That's big. It's not so much, that you shouldn't sue the company, but we have to look at Kobe only choosing to fly with him means that Kobe should have been more informed on the pilot's record. So now they're coming out saying in 2015 he had got some violations for flying outside when he should not have.
Right.
Kobe should have been aware of that.
Well, I will say
and I don't know whether he was or not.
Well, I mean, if you're the pilot, I'm going to put my faith in your hands. My life in your hands. You know when we can and when we can't fly. Now, if it's something different to where it's like, well, I still want to go, it's different. But they were saying in the conditions he was flying and he wasn't supposed to be flying. At the speed he was flying, he wasn't supposed to be flying. So obviously he was doing something he wasn't supposed to do. So I just want to get into this real quick. The company, Island Express, has a liability insurance coverage that ranges from $50 to $100 million. All right. Now, Kobe Bryant, at his death, his estate was worth $500 million. It's a lot more because, people go out, they buy shit, and they want to contribute a lot toward this career. So you have a family that's already worth $500 million. He was an investor in MMA, which is super big now. So it's not like because he died, he's no longer an owner or part of it. His shares goes
estate.
to Vanessa and the family.
Right.
So they will be well taken care of. So I just think at this point, I think to her, she needs someone to blame. She needs to go at someone. And I'm not upset and mad with that. The thing I'm having an issue with that she didn't include the other families in it.
That's where you're wrong.
And that's where, to me, it's like, boo-boo.
Yeah, has she done anything for the other families?
As far as I know. As far as I know, hell no. But it could again. But again, like I said, as far as I know, again, I know you're hurting. You lost. I mean, y'all been through a lot. You stuck with him, and you lost your child, you lost your partner, and it's gonna hurt. But I mean, I would feel better if you included the other families. But it's obviously she's gonna come away with something because again, they did have insurance. But I want the other families to start the same process.
They probably are. It's not. I doubt that they're not. I mean, who wouldn't sue the company? But does she have to be so separate about the fact that
Yeah,
I don't like
know.
that.
But again, hearts and prayers also out to you again. You're hurting. You're going to be hurting for life, not for a couple of days, couple of years, but you're going to be hurting for life. Because I always tell people this, at the end of the day, you can always find someone else. But to lose a child, I think that's what hurts the most.
Yeah.
Your child's supposed to bury you. You're not supposed to bury your child. So come on, Vanessa. Come on. All right, since we're talking about greed and other individuals and questionable situations, eBay has begun taking things off of its site for individuals who were a part of the memorial and ran to eBay immediately and started to sell those products that they purchased or the things that they got from this event. One T-shirt alone, is an extra large T-shirt, got sold on eBay for over $2,000. Now, as much as I'm feeling a little about this, it's a business, ain't it? You purchase your $250 ticket for the memorial.
That is
You
going
purchase
to
those-
who?
Yeah, you purchase
and
those.
she's suing the company that, right?
Right.
I mean, so is she profiting off of, and it will
What they
never
selling?
replace,
Yeah.
never replace what she lost. But what I'm saying is, if I don't have any money and I happen to be in a position to get myself some money,
But-
why? How is that different? How is that different? I mean, you are profiting off of, but when he was alive, you could still sell his stuff. Well, if he was alive and you selling his sneakers to somebody on eBay, that was okay. So you still was selling his product. It's not that you didn't have anything to do with what happened. You have something that somebody else might really, really want because they may be more of a fan or whatever the case is. But this is my possession. Why can't I sell it?
And this is where, like, I understand eBay, them doing that, and people are like, oh, how could you do that? But again, at the end of the day, I purchased those tickets to go to the memorial.
Right.
I purchased the jersey or whatever it is, and if I want to make a profit off of it. But eBay does have thing where they don't want people to profit from tragedy.
Yes. And
But
as a
again-
company, that's to build their reputation.
Right, but they're not
As a
selling
company.
anything from the crash. It's not like with that,
Right,
those
right. That would be
who
different.
took photos of the tragic site
Mm-hmm.
and started posting shit.
Mm-hmm.
Those police officers who called TMZ to report it,
Mm-hmm.
and the millions of dollars TMZ has profited off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's different.
I don't think these individuals are profited from it directly, kind of type situation.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
step it up. Again, people, if you're that type of horrible of individual to where you want to do that, it's within your rights to do it. Knock yourself out.
But that you saying they're a horrible person.
Well, I mean, no, serious. Because if you're unfortunately, you have people that attach themselves to things for the wrong reasons. Like, I
Right.
remember when Michael Jackson passed away. I was living in Patterson at the time, and we went to the course to play ball, and everyone's selling Michael Jackson T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And people were buying it because they wanted to support Michael Jackson, but you're only supporting Michael Jackson. You're supporting that individual who had the business sense to go out and get some kind of apparel with his name.
But what if you
his
never
face
had a
on it.
Michael Jackson shirt before?
But
Or
again,
you had
you're not
one and they
supporting Michael
got-
and his family. You're supporting that individual. But it's those individuals who want to profit off of that.
Mm.
I mean, again, it's a great business sense, but it's not like you're taking any of that money and saying, hey, here's for the Michael Jackson estate a percentage of my profit. Exactly. No one's doing that. Stop.
No. And they're selling Michael Jackson shirts outside of the concert when they're alive. You're not going to stop selling it because they passed away. We all got to go one day, unfortunately. I hope I'm not going for a very, very, very long time. But my books will be worth something, and my kids better sell them. Like what?
Well, I mean, right, because the kids are going to benefit from the estate.
Yes.
Well, as far as this situation, again, I'm not telling you not to profit of it, but did you send anything to the estate to make sure that that family is taken care of because you profit off of that family's tragedy.
Well, these people are in Patterson selling T-shirts. I don't think the money that they're getting is going to help the estate much.
All right, play. Even if you profit $500,
Right.
did you take 5, 10, 15, 20 of it and put it towards the estate?
No, I got to go tithe my $50.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go. All right, y'all. So we thank you for tuning in to this week's edition.
Because Jesus is the reason that
Hey.
I'm here anyway, able to do anything.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You believe in what you believe in.
Yeah.
I believe that.
My opinions are not the opinions of Truth Vibe Media.
Oh no, I tell people all the
Thank you very
time.
much.
I think tithes is it's not spent properly. When your preacher got more money than
We
you,
ain't got time
it's
for
a
that.
problem. Exactly.
We can talk about it another time.
It wasn't short. We kind of started late.
Who said
we
it was
always
short?
Have a lot of things behind, but we apologize.
Marlene don't want us to go?
Yeah, Tip was like, that was a short show. We apologize.
He's rushing me out of here.
No, we're supposed to go from 7:30 to 8:30, but again, he has a busy life and other businesses, and I do also. And when we come here, we always talk about the shows and topics we're going to talk about. And a lot of times we get in here on time, and sometimes we don't. But we always want to give you guys something. So again, if you
he's been cutting the last couple of shows short. Now that
we're 7:30.
our last
right now
3
it's
shows have
8:36.
been shorter.
And
Thank
last
you,
week
Tip,
you
for
was
saying something.
Last
Now
week
that
you was super late.
last week,
Yeah, last week you was super late. We only had a 20-minute show. Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
we'll
See,
talk
Tip,
about
Tip,
this
see,
outside.
See, ha ha.
But it's
but again, I know
8:36.
you're kidding, but we appreciate you taking the time and with us. But if you're not doing anything and you have some more time, at 9 p.m., What's the Definition of Love? We'll be airing with Michelle Cash, and she has a very, very great guest that has went through a lot of trials and tribulations. And a lot of you may be able to relate to it, so make sure you tune back in at 9 p.m. So when that alert goes off, make sure you come back in here and you see what's going on. Last words, E?
Everyone have a blessed weekend. Have some fun. Have some sex. Have some good food. And see y'all next Friday.
Hot mess. Means you're running home. Shout out, homie, man. Make sure she put that work in.
Yes.
All right, y'all.